What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Today's video, this is a donation request. This is the beginning of the Cure album, Wish, from 1992. This is a donation request. Again, this is for Rob. So if you're new here, please subscribe. Check out my videos, all kinds of videos, reaction videos, bass videos, music videos. Check it out. If you like the channel, want to support the channel, all kinds of ways. You can hit super thanks underneath this video. In the description, I got PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Amazon wishlist, mailing address, and I do donation requests just like this one. So if there's something you want me to watch, listen to, talk about, hit me direct, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. In the notes section, leave a link, leave a description. Let me know what you want in the video, and I will make the video. You can also email me at jpanreadsemail@gmail.com. Thank you, guys. Okay, Wish, 1992, ninth album by The Cure. The most commercially successful album in the band's career, debuting at #1 in the UK and #2 in the US, where it sold more than 1.2 million copies. The record is the final studio album by The Cure to feature drummer Boris Williams and the first to feature guitarist keyboardist Perry Beaumonti, who previously worked as a roadie for the band, as well as being the last album to feature guitarist Porl Thompson for 16 years. Porl, that's a hell of a name. Whilst retaining their trademark gothic rock sound and mood on some tracks, Wish often found the band emphasizing the lighter, broader, guitar-driven alt-rock direction that was hinted on their previous 3 records. According to Thompson, Wish was recorded on 48 tracks and almost everything was used. Robert Smith also revealed the hit song Friday I'm in Love, which obviously I'd know and have heard, right? Was accidentally sped up a quarter tone sharp on the tape, halfway between D and E flat. Smith commented on the speeding up of the tape of the song in a 1993 interview that was an accident. I was playing with the very speed and forgot to turn it off, but the whole feel changed, and the fact that it's the only song on Wish that's not in concert pitch really lifts it out and makes it sound different. After working on the record for months, hearing something a quarter tone off makes your brain take a step backwards. Smith also revealed that the detuning of the guitars played a role in the unique sound of the album, as did the subliminal overdubs and the extensive use of feedback. Nice. Okay. A lot of things on a record that sound like heavy chorusing are actually just detuned instruments. Yeah, so if the strings are loose and they're detuned, when you strike them, that'll often be sharp and then they'll come back quickly. Like that happens when your tunes are when your strings are loose. The attack will be a sharper pitch and then it'll just back off of that. That's pretty common. Only drawback to that is on stage, it's very confusing sometimes, especially with lots of phasing effects going on. It turns into this overwhelming pulsing sound and you can't hear anything. Yeah, so when things are detuned, I mean, they make effects like chorus or even a detuner type of sound, and it has like a kind of wobble because it like goes in and out of whether it's pitch. It kind of like moves in and out of it. It could be subtle or you could make it less subtle. You know, with effects, you can adjust things, and that can like change your perception of pitch, basically. Smith also revealed that the songs Mesmerized by Chapter House and Human by the Human League were an influence on the album. He commented on both songs in 1993. For every album we do, I assemble a bunch of songs that have something that I'm trying to capture. For Wish, I would listen to Mesmerized by Chapter House for its feeling of abandon and Human by the Human League. You couldn't spot anything sonically or structurally that would influence anything we did, but there's an indefinable something that I'm trying to capture. One night I must have played Mesmerized 20 times, drinking and turning it louder and louder, putting myself into a trance. Album's lead single was High, released March 1992. Second single, Friday I'm in Love. Final single, A Letter to Elise. For its cult of millions, The Cure offers the only kind of optimism that makes sense. Wish was also the band's overall highest charting album and most commercially successful in the band's career. Upon release, Wish would soon debut at #1 UK, #2 US, nominated for the Grammy Award for Best Alt Music Album in 1993. Okay, cool. Open is the first track. Let's get into it. The Cure, Wish, Open. Let's do it. Bam. Kind of high, almost guitar-y bass. They use a bass 6 also, right? Nice. Like how that kind of just flew in there. I like that section, how it breaks up the groove a bit. But it like pushes it forward.
So here I go again. Falling to strangers and it's only just 11. Staring like a child until someone sends me heaven. Taking on my knees just like 1,000 times before. Get transfixed that fix. And I'm just looking at the floor.
I mean, they got the groove, they got atmosphere, right? I like how the bass tone is, how it like pops out, right? That kind of clack to it. Melody. Yeah, I like it.
Take it
great how they're building, but the rhythm isn't changing, really. It's getting a little bit more dense, but it's basically the same part, right? The bass is playing the same thing, right? They didn't change sections, they didn't change chords, but the guitars are getting kind of thicker. The vocal melody was going higher. The drums were doing this, right? Creating more tension. Right? This different guitar part coming in. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was great. I thought that was a really good opener. Open. Okay. It was overall pretty basic in terms of sections. It was more the details and the kind of layering and the intensity, right? The build-up intensity that was really making it and helping just create the tension. Really like the drums. Really like the bass. I really like the intro, how the bass is all up high, and then once the drums kind of came in with all that, he dropped it back down. They just sat in that groove. I like the part where they break up the rhythm, but it pushes the whole thing forward, and then they drop back into the because it gives it a forward motion and breaks it up, but it never feels like, it just feels like they're grooving the whole time. It's a nice breakup. Doesn't feel disjointed or out of place or wrong. It doesn't upset the groove in a way where you're like, oh man, it actually, I feel like helps it. I like the bass tone. I think that really works. Just this is like a pick, and it has that attack and that kind of like enough of the high end kind of clack brightness at the top, but it's still bass. Yeah, there's all like the atmosphere guitar stuff, which they use. That's part of what they use like during the sections toward the end, where they kind of like, they drop it down. The drums and the bass are doing the same thing, but what really drops it down is the guitars, right? The guitars and the vocals are really what is keeping the energy lower, like bringing the energy down or raising the energy up. All right. So there was the part where they bring the energy down, the vocals start getting lower, the guitars, the backing guitars start becoming less. And then they just build that. And especially like when his vocal part, the melody starts going higher, and it's just, that just creates more of a tension. It creates that arc that's going up. Right. I thought it was great. I thought it was really great. Yeah, this is a great track. Love it. Cool. Yeah, I think it's a great open to the album. All right, what do we got? High. What was this? This was the first single, they said? First single. Yeah, it was High. So that is up next. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll catch you in the next video.